What's up again, everybody? Today we're not just going to open one thing. No, we're going to open three things. This is Dragoborne. Dragoborne is a really cool looking dead card game, which makes me a little bit sad. It was produced by Bushiroad, and I was recommended this game by the one and only Kel from Red Zone Rogue. He was like, hey, if you're looking for dead card games, my absolute favorite is called Dragoborne. He said he has an entire set, like an entire play set of the game. Like, he owns every card. He owns like a bunch of promos. He was like, look, if you want to get into a dead game, if you want to check one out, this is one you should check out. So the funny thing too, he even sent me the eBay listing where I bought all three of these, which is pretty funny. So I bought these. These are three of the starter decks. Trial decks is what they're called. There's 5 trial decks. These are 3 of them, 1, 2, and 4. And so we're going to take a look at these and just take a look at the game. I will say this. I looked into how to play this game, and oh my gosh, it looks really fun. This game looks really fun, and the art and the aesthetic kind of hits one of those places that just makes me happy. It's kind of like anime inspired with a little bit of the, you know what, oh, hold on, I'm gonna get the old implement. I'm just gonna get the old implement, and we're just gonna go whoop. Love that. It reminds me of like the, oh, what was that, mid 2000s kind of trend towards anime with a lot of like CG stuff put in there as well, like not cell shaded. I don't know what that aesthetic is called. I should have looked that up prior, but this just hits me exactly where I want to be. Oh my gosh, look, we got ourselves a rule book. There's the rule book with let's open this up. I'm curious. I want to know what they put in these little starter decks. So we have the rule book of how to actually play the game, which looked very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, it looked really cool. So Dragoborne is a card game. It's a deck-based card game that adds elements of lane games and tower defense and dice rolling for resources. Or I shouldn't say that. It's not dice rolling for resources. It's dice rolling for like extra defenses. If I am summing that up incorrectly, let me know in a comment below. That is okay. But from what I gathered, wow, that is cool art. That is the kind of the gist of some of the mechanics. Look at that art, man. Lady Valistra, Bloodlines Tormented. This is cool. This is just a big ol' like kind of display of things. And then on the other side is the playmat. It's like a little foldable playmat with the different sections. So essentially, you have these 3 forts here, and if you lose your 3 forts, you lose the game. So you basically have 6 health because you have 2 defenders on each fort. So it's a lane game in that sense, right? You have 3 lanes. It's a tower defense game in that sense. It's a card game. Has a lot of mechanics that you would kind of see in card games. The resource system looked kind of nice. All your cards can be resources. I think that's a trend that I much prefer to the old school Magic the Gathering style. Put your resources in your deck and draw them. Or the, I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a different resource system. Whoa, just dropping everything. They kind of have everything on a star system. So within this box, you have these 3 dice, and you're rolling these dice to kind of add defenses to your lines. Your opponent has to basically break through these dice defenses, and as you roll them, the dice roll really well. I mean, they should. They're dice. That's their job. You should roll really well. Let's get a 1. Ah, look at that. You gotta love the little thing. The little dragon up there. And then, of course, you have the deck, which, like I said, just looks really cool. I really like the art itself, and there we go. The templating on the card looks cool. Let's do this. Let's bring it in close. Let's get close and intimate. Let's pinch our finger a little bit as I bring it in too close. It'll be great. It'll be great. There we go. We can see that. So she's a 5/5. The attack and defense are down here. We've got the ability, which has a couple of different abilities here. She costs 6, I would imagine. That's her resource. She's a vampire, which is pretty cool. I don't know what this die symbol up here represents. I'm curious as to that, what that actually represents. as well as some of these other cards. Let's take a look. So this one's a foil. The foiling is a bit understated. You can see the foiling kind of behind her more than anything else. Like I said, it is a bit understated. And even in person, the foiling is understated. But you compare it to this, which just doesn't do that same thing. But we have 2 copies of her. I don't know the contents of the... I could have looked on the back of the box, you know, for the contents, but I didn't. Because I wanted to see... Oh, do they do a foil for each type of card? Oh, they do. So this is a foil of Beautiful Angel. A 3/3 comes into play. At the end of the turn, this is an auto effect. If 2 or more of your other creatures attack during this turn, draw a card. That's pretty cool. A 3/3 Beautiful Angel non-foil. Is this a foil? Okay, wait, now this is not a foil. So that one was a foil. So we had 2 foils in the pack. Sunscale Sage. That is cool art. See, like, I don't know. Something about this art and this aesthetic, I just love it. I guess it's a bit nostalgic to me because there was that big push in anime to move to a style kind of like this, where everything was a bit cleaner because you did it on computer instead of by hand. So there was that big push to that, and I really liked it. Gold Leaf Hunter as a 2/3. No, just a vanilla 2/3. No effect on him whatsoever. I do appreciate that the bordering allows for like max artwork. I like that. It's a very full art border kind of a thing. I wish more card games had just full art bordering things to just show off the good art. Of course, you have to have good art to do that. Blessing, we got a blessing here, which is pretty interesting. Choose a creature, and if it gets +2/+2, 1 to 3, choose up to 2 creatures instead. Oh, so you're rolling a die off this. Are you rolling a die off this? Yeah. Interesting. So maybe you can elect to roll a die. See, I don't know about that. That's interesting. Any press your luck mechanics in a card game are always fun to me. Well, almost always fun. Ravian Battlefield Shrieker. This one's a foil. Oh, okay, I was about to say, I want this card in foil, and there it is. You just can't tell. The foil is very understated on these, but look how cool this art is. She's just got in her talons just a bomb. Is that a bomb? Yeah, it's got to be a bomb. That is a beautiful piece of art. Ambush. You can pay 2 to play this card from your hand face down. Oh, so there are these ambush abilities. So there's an ambush zone where you can place cards face down, a la Yu-Gi-Oh, and it can like do things. That guy's cool. Goblin Madcap. Dude, this art, oh my god. Kel, if you're watching this video, you're right, man. This looks cool. I watched some people, like, I watched the How to Play, and I watched some people play it. I was like, dude, this is cool. Pyroblast. See, and this is a dead game. It was made by Bushiroad. Wow, look at that. It was one of those scenarios where like they announced that it was dead, I guess through lack of interest in the game. They had run tournaments, and they had run like championship style tournaments as well. Cavalier Nosferatu. That is so cool. But apparently it just didn't pick up. Crowd Surfer is a foil. I like this, that you get a foil card for some of these characters or some of these creatures. 3 of those, 4 of those. Is this foil? No. Some of them come in foil. Like, for example, the Carbuncle Imp comes in foil. He's a 1/1, but he gets a 2/1 in stats. And this is related to... Is it related to the lane that he's in? No, it's related to if you pay, like, the energy, I think. Something to the effect, because you're able to pick, like, tricolor affiliations, like things like that. You'll gain resources towards each of those affiliations each turn. It's a really interesting, like, resource system, too. And so he gets a benefit for you doing things with a certain affiliation, or a certain color, I should say. It's a very interesting whole mechanic thing, and it was one of those situations where I guess there was a lack of interest, even though there were tournaments, and that makes me a little bit bummed. Like, I saw this art, and I was like, ooh, this looks like something I would be interested in. It's cool looking. Adrastes Disdain. Wow, that is awesome. Just a giant shield. These are the banners. So there are these 3 banners that represent... Oh, hello. Oh, hello. That's a bit lewd. What do you guys think? Lewd or not? We should put a poll up. Lewd or not? Then make a graphic that says lewd or not. Lewd or not. And then we just say, is that lewd? Is that not? I don't know. It's your choice. So these banners are the three things you're basically protecting. They're like the towers that your forts are sitting in front of. And these represent your resource systems throughout the game, or your resources throughout the game. And they'll generate resources throughout the game, if my understanding is correct. And they look awesome. I'm not gonna lie, the art in this looks really, really good. This hits like, oh, it's so cool. I dig the anime aesthetic. Maybe it's just because I grew up watching a ton of anime. I haven't watched a ton of anime lately. You know, I have watched a couple of animes lately. Like I watched I watched all the way through One Punch Man, which was fantastic. That was a fantastic show. Absolutely loved it. The humor was totally on point. It was right up my alley. So this is the first one. This was the Shadow Legion trial deck. That was the volume 1, trial deck volume 1. Now I'm gonna dive into, let's go volume 2. It's the Lycans. I'm gonna assume it's the Lycans. Mystical Hunters, scratch that completely. We have Remus. Oh, interesting. Nice little reference to Rome. I mean, everything's a reference to Rome, let's be honest, right? Remus and Romulus, the creators, the fabled creators of Rome. Ah, come on. So in this one, you have the same thing, I would imagine. Yeah, you have the rule book with the playmat. We don't need to look at it again. I want to look at the cards. You know, and if you know more info about Dragoborne and why it is no longer just continuing on, you got to let me know in the comments below, because this, I'm not gonna lie, this one, even more so than Argent Saga, hits me right in the feels, because I look at this and I'm like, dude, I want to play that. I want to collect that. And it's a dead game, which is just sad. I do want the foils to be like more foily. Remus, Hunter Adept, a 6/6. When this creature is blocked, draw a card, and then when this creature deals damage to a fort, if you have 3 or less barriers, choose one of your forts. Put a top card of your deck. Wow, that just rebuilds the barrier. That's pretty cool. And then we have, wow, look at that art. That is so cool. Axion, Herald of Armies. Does this aesthetic, are you a fan of this aesthetic? Do you like this kind of art style? What kind of art style are you a fan of? This one's interesting. I think this one has a different feel altogether, more painterly. It's very interesting. Elegant Fencer. So 1/1. When this creature attacks, destroy a... Is that a Dragon Shield? Yeah, destroy a Dragon Shield, draw a card. Dragon Shields are the dice that sit in front of the forts and the barriers. I guess it's in front of those behind the ambush line. Earthen Guard Golem. Pretty cool. 1/5. Just a big old boy. He has an ambush effect, so if he goes in the ambush zone when this fort is attacked, if this card is an ambush, you can summon that creature. Cool. Whoa, look at that. That's cool. Logray Swiftblade. I don't know how you say that. Human creature. What is this creature type? Golem. It just has, it's literally a golem creature type. So 3/1. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with 1 or less attack. That's cool. You have to commit something larger to blocking this. Oh, that's neat. Sunscale Ascetic. I think it's ascetic. I don't know. When this creature is summoned, you can choose a cost 5 or higher, 5 or greater creature. And is that summon it? I don't know what that symbol means. I do appreciate the use of symbols, and this is something I was talking about with Flesh and Blood. Their use of symbols, I appreciate them starting to use that. As far as rarities go, I'd love to see them use rarity symbols rather than just the numbers or the letters with the circle. Guardian of the Forest. He's an elf creature. 0/5. When it blocks, draw a card. Pretty cool. Whoa, there's a nice foil. Was this one foiled? You can't actually tell. Nope. Was this one foiled? Nope. This one is, though. Kingslayer B. That you can actually see the foiling on. Maybe it's because that purple allows it to pop more. It's a 3/2. When this fort is attacked, if the card is an ambush, you can summon this creature, choose an opposing creature, and maybe that says fight? No. Swap? I'm not sure. Wonder what that symbol means. Primate Javelineer. Again, I love the use of full art. When they don't have a text box, just remove the text box graphic completely on your PNG or on your vector and just let everyone see the art. Why not, right? Tanglewood Menace is just a vanilla 2/3. Interesting, more vanilla cards in this one. Ambushing Tidehunter. When this creature attacks, all ambushes have no effect for this battle. Wow. That's kind of interesting. Whoa, that's cool. The Creeper. The Creeper. Oh my god, I'm leaving that in. I'm not cutting that out. The Keeper. It's a homunculus. You better watch out. When this creature blocks, choose an opposing creature with X or less attack, and then do that thing where X is the creature's. What is this, EDR? I wonder what the EDR stands for. EDR, oh, it's the health, I guess. Endurance. They must call it endurance. 4/3. The Ripper. Also a homunculus. Watch out. That's cool art, though. Dude. Frontier Explorer. Neat. A 1/2. Just a mermaid. Just hanging out. Holy crap. Are you kidding me with this? This is so cool. Why is this game dead, people? It's because we didn't play it. We need to play it. It's so cool looking. Like, you see this art and you're like, I want to play that card. That is so cool. All your creatures get Assassin for this turn. So I guess you can assassinate all creatures somehow. They can use that. EMP. We got some EMP stuff. That's interesting. We didn't see those in the last one. Dismantle. So like little traps and spells and things. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm a sucker for samurai stuff, I guess, too. Hidden Arts. Reverse Thunderstrike. That is cool. And then you have your banners. Blue. I like the blue one. I'm also a sucker for blue. Merchant of Scrolls. Literal Fishman. This bro hangs out in Cthulhu land. I'm going to put this back on front, because I like seeing the main guy. I guess that's the main guy, right? Remus, Hunter Adept, is probably the main dude of the thing. Like, what you're there for. He's like the man. I noticed this too. There are 4 dots on the bottom of the card. I'm curious if that represents like rarity, which I don't know. Maybe it does, because these are starter decks. We don't have to worry too much about like rare drops. I probably could have Googled that beforehand, but you know I didn't. So I'm leaving it up to you. If you're a Dragoborne player, or if you know about the game, or if you want to Google it. If you want to Google it, let me know. All right, we're on to Reaper's Gift. Reaper Game Store. Their gift. I'm just kidding. It's not affiliated at all with Reaper Game Store, but you should go check out Reaper Game Store and buy stuff from them. Bill over at Reaper Game Store is a good dude. He a good dude. By the way, if you'd like to support the channel, while we get... Whoa! There's just a card in here. Was there a card in these other ones? Did I just miss that? You know, I could have very easily. I don't think so. That's interesting. I wonder if that's supposed to be in there, like this pack. That's probably something they added in the, like, this is volume 4 of the trial decks. It's probably something they added later on. Ooh, look how pretty these dice are. These ones are not opaque. They are translucent. Fun. Dude, Dice Masters, man. I'm a sucker for dice. That's what it is. If you want to support the channel, affiliate links down in the description. Buy stuff. It'll support the channel. It'll allow me to make videos like this. I hope you enjoy these kind of videos. Kazakh the Hellbent. It's a 5/6, does stuff. And it gets 3/3 this turn. Oh, okay, cool. The end of the turn, destroy it and put... okay, cool. Nice. Whoa, that's neat. King Nightbane Manticore. He's a Manticore creature. That's pretty cool. 4 of those. You get 4 of those. The Servitor. She is also a homunculus. Siphon 1 and then do that thing to this creature. Choose an opposing creature and do that thing and draw a card. Someone's going to be so angry. They're going to be like a very experienced Dragoborne player. And you're just going to be yelling at me in the comments, it's blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be like, you're right. It is. It so is. I'll probably look it up after I finish recording this. And I won't do anything about it. Look at the top card of your opponent's deck, put it on top or bottom, and then the ability can only be used once per turn. That is cool. The Gardener. Tide Chaser Grunt. Okay, so look, I have decided, I don't like this art, but I've decided I want to open like a box of this. I've decided this is what I want to do, because this card art is worth it. By the way, I haven't talked about this. The card stock feels good. Like, if I'm comparing this to Flesh and Blood is actually more firm. This is a little bit bendier. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's about the same. More rounded corners, like more circular cut. These are generally, well, this is about pretty rounded. I mean, they're pretty close to the same cut. I wonder if they're cut in similar places. I don't know, but very nice. Sabotage, that looks cool. So it looks like blue has got a kind of a samurai ninja robot aesthetic. Whoa, look at her in foil. Hilda of the Gear Magnus. That's cool. She's a dwarf. She specializes in red stuff. Whoa, and he's in foil too. Gear Magnus Saboteur. Fervent Battlesmith. Neat. Yeah, this is just like right up my alley. I've said it a couple of times already in this video, but this is totally right up my alley. Look at that, Titanic Force. That is cool. This art is so neat. It's unfortunate because it's like, I didn't discover this game. What is even going on here? Oh my god, this is so awesome. Oh, this is it's so interesting. I'm sad that like I didn't know this game existed, and now it's not like being printed, being remade, like that sort of thing. And look how cool this looks, man. Merciless Punisher. Absolutely wrecking him. What is he even doing? Is he pulling out his entrails? I don't know, that's violent. We should put something over that. This is so cool. It kind of bums me out. Like I said, oh, this is the card that goes back here. It's gotta be. They have to include it last, I guess. Not foil. Oh, I guess the other ones weren't foil either. It's, oh man, this is giving me such mixed feelings because I think this is a fantastic looking game. I like the idea of how it plays, of what I've seen of it so far. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad that it's not around and that I can't experience it with others in the same way, where like people are excited about sets and things like that. I may, more than anything, I may just buy a box of this. If you want to see me buy a box of this and open it up, leave a comment down below, hit the like and the subscribe. That'll tell me if I should spend my hard-earned cash, my hard-earned money on buying this stuff. I know it's a dead game, but it's sometimes you just buy stuff because it's pretty, right? Don't you? Don't you do that? You just buy stuff because it's pretty. I think that I think that's something I'm gonna do. But let me know in a comment below if I should, if that's a good idea or a bad idea. As always, everybody, thanks for watching.